arrested and he's been causing something of a stir. At 28, he's the youngest person to ever hold the office. He's also the city's first Green mayor and the first Somali mayor. He moved to Sheffield, aged 5, after 6 months in an Ethiopian refugee camp. He's promised to be innovative and not the usual stuffy Lord Mayor. I think he's doing pretty well on that front so far, and he joins us now from Sheffield. Welcome to the programme. So, how do you feel in the role?
Thank you very much, Jo. You know, honestly, it really has been massively overwhelming. It's exciting. It really is.
What inspired you to get involved in politics?
Do you know what? It was just wanted to play a bit of an active role in my community, and it was when I was at university in Hull that I kind of thought, came from a sports background. I cared about issues, in all honesty. Like when I was at university, it was trying to eradicate hidden costs, stand up for free education, and kind of decided to kind of get involved in that. And then it was during 2014's rise of UKIP. I kind of just thought, well, I need to get involved in politics, because if you don't do politics will do you. And that's when I kind of started to find my venture in trying to learn a bit more. And that's where I discovered the Daily Politics.
You discovered the Daily Politics. Go on then.
Yes.
Tell us the story about the Daily Politics and your love of the programme.
Do you know, to be honest, Jo, when I first came across it, I used to be like, who on earth would watch it? Just because I didn't understand it. And I literally forced myself to watch it, right? Just because I'm like, I need to get past this hurdle. I need to understand. And just like a good piece of cheddar cheese, it got better with time. And then I kind of just ended up enjoying it and found it quite entertaining, to be honest. And here I am today on Daily Politics.
And that's not the reason we invited you on at all, of course. But I'm delighted to be compared, or the programme is compared to a good piece of cheddar cheese, maturing and ripening with age.
Exactly.
Now, you say that you want to make the office less stuffy, so I'm intrigued. What are you going to do? How's that going to manifest itself?
Yeah. Do you know, it's first and foremost, it's like I don't understand that I'm not your typical Lord Mayor, and that alone kind of breaks a lot of barriers. But basically, I want to basically bring it into the 21st century and try to bring a lot of young people involved in it. So my main two kind of interest theme for the next year is basically just young people and also just a culture within the city. So trying to bring as many people into the town hall, but also for them to really be proud of their city and get involved with civic life and actually want to make a difference in their local communities and actually get involved. So that's my main focus, to be honest.
Well, Majid, we have Jacob Rees-Mogg, the Conservative MP, here in the studio. Jacob, any advice for Majid? Majid, what do you think of his sort of prospectus?
Well, I'd like to congratulate him on what he's doing so far, and he should stick to his guns. It's brilliant. It's so refreshing. We had this bit earlier from Ruth Davidson about saying the Tories are all far too stuffy. And I'm the stuffiest stuffed shirt in town and always have been, but we need more people to pep us up and make politics fun and stand up for what they believe in. It may not be my view politically, but we need politicians who believe in things and are willing to do that.
Majid?
Do you know what it is, Joe? It's honestly, it's like I said, the messages from around the world, everything has been really heartwarming, but it's like, it's easy to kind of feel in this kind of happy glow and stuff like that, but I can't help but think about, like, we've got so many refugees that we kind of just deny access into the country. There's so many asylum seekers that constantly get deported. And it's this government's policies that make my stories and stories like mine actually very unlikely. And it's a bit of a shame, and we really need to tackle it.
What do you say about that?
I think Mr Majid's story is fantastic, that he came here as a 5-year-old and is the Lord Mayor of Sheffield. And I think that's just so wonderful. And what he must have done, what he must have gone through, is incredible personal achievement. And I understand his point, that there are others who will not be able to do this, but we can't have no immigration control at all. We need to have some limit on the numbers who come in.
Do you think the Conservative government's policy has been open to refugees?
I happen to think one of the reasons we should take control of our borders with Europe is that we can be more generous to genuine refugees because we don't have the very large numbers coming from the EU. I think it would allow a proper rebalancing of a more humanitarian immigration policy.
Majid?
It's genuine refugees. Like, from my point of view, just from speaking to some Syrian refugees the other day, the country denied 3,000 Syrian refugees just on the basis that we couldn't afford to bring them in, yet we can find lots of money to kind of go into Syria for war. And I just don't kind of believe that, because now we're going to have a situation where we're going to produce more children, Syrian refugees, and give them the same excuse saying that we actually can't afford to bring them in. And I know Reece is saying that we can't allow genuine refugees, and I think they are genuine refugees. I don't see what's not genuine about their case.
All right, you'll have to carry on that conversation off air on another occasion. But Majid, keep watching the Daily Politics.
Cheers.
You.
Bye.
Cheddar cheese, so you're from Somerset. I'm delighted.
Oh, well done for getting the constituency in the programme. This Friday, people in the Republic of Ireland will vote on whether they want to change the country's strict abortion